you here because I sense like just such, it's great when we're talking, looking at each other. If he had, was running the cameras, it would be great.
I hear you.
Okay, so go ahead. So
gotcha. So, traditionally these table altars are constructed as in gratitude to Saint Joseph for having answered a prayer, or to ask for Saint Joseph as a petition to Saint Joseph. And it was, again, traditionally women who constructed the altars and placed all the things that you see on them. In the early days, they were held in private homes primarily. And then as the feast became more popular, you saw churches and community centers and restaurants increasingly host the table altars. The other thing that you were asking me about was, also as part of the tradition, an individual would open up their home and invite the community to come, and no one is turned away, everyone is fed, and the funds that are raised through the donations made are used to feed the poor or to care for the less fortunate in the community.
Tell me what you have here, because the breads are very decorative. You have a saw?
We have the saw. So, St. Joseph was a carpenter, and on the St. Joseph's tables you find items that carry, tremendous significance, related to St. Joseph's life. So with St. Joseph being a carpenter, you see carpenter's tools such as a saw, hammer. Many tables will include nails or a carpenter's square. We also have, references to wheat. Wheat, of course, was able to grow after the famine. Wheat was, go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, wheat was one of the principal crops of Sicily, and after the rains came and the wheat crops were harvested, it was one of the things that was placed on these St. Joseph's table altars in honor of the saint. So you see wheat in the form of, the original sheaves, as pasta, also as mudrika or breadcrumbs. Because St. Joseph's table takes place, because the Feast of St. Joseph takes place during Lent, all the dishes placed on the table are meatless. Many tables will include 7 fish or seafood dishes. 7 is a number that you see that appears frequently in the Bible, 7 sacraments, that sort of thing. Let's see, what else did you ask me about? The wheat, what else?
Sandals?
The sandals. So the St. Joseph breads, I feel, are one of the most fascinating parts of the altars. And we were lucky enough to receive contributions from bakers all over the country. Di Camillo Bakery in New York provided many of these breads that you see here. You'll notice that they take many symbolic shapes, from the Bambino Gesù, or the baby Jesus, to a fish, Jesus being the fisher of men. Of course, crosses, wheat sheaves, crowns, a crown of thorns, also a symbol of eternity, the Sacred Heart, and St. Joseph's sandals. The Holy Family, as you know, were in the early days were refugees. They fled their homeland because King Herod had ordered the killing of King Herod, right? King Herod?
Yeah.
King Herod? Okay, so King Herod had ordered the killing of all male children under the age of 2 in what was known as the Massacre of the Innocents. So we know from the Bible that an angel spoke to Joseph in a dream and warned him to flee with his family. And so you see, St. Joseph often depicted walking in sandals and, leading his family to safety in Egypt. What else are some things? You also see in the corner over there a ladder, a reference to the stairway to heaven. Many St. Joseph altars have 3 tiers as a symbol of the Holy Family or the Holy Trinity. Others have many more tiers, which kind of symbolizes the stairway to heaven. And I just babbled on and on, but hopefully that works.
And then we'll let you know.
Okie dokie.
taught me a lot, actually. This is a really good piece.